Money psychology the rich don't talk about. Have you ever wondered why is it that two people can start with the same income, the same education, even the same opportunities, yet one ends up wealthy while the other remains broke? The answer isn't just luck, and it isn't always hard work. The difference lies in something most schools never teach: money psychology. The rich play by a different set of mental rules. They think differently, they act differently, and they make decisions from a mindset most people can't see. Today I'm going to reveal the money psychology the rich don't talk about, but use every single day to build and protect their wealth. Stick around until the end, because I'll also share a bonus mindset shift that could change the way you see money forever. And once you apply it, you'll never look at your financial life the same way again. We grow up being taught that getting rich means working harder, saving more, or maybe hitting the jackpot. But if that were true, every hard-working taxi driver, farmer, or factory worker would already be wealthy. Hard work matters, but it's not the deciding factor. The real difference is psychological. It's not what the rich do, it's how they think. And if you want to build lasting wealth, you have to learn to think the way they do. Let's dive into the hidden psychological rules of money. For most people, money is the finish line. Get a paycheck, spend it, maybe save a little, then repeat. But for the wealthy, money is never the end. It's the means. It's a tool to buy freedom, to create leverage, and to open doors. Let me give you an example. Imagine two friends both earn $5,000. One uses it to buy a new phone, new shoes, and a vacation. The other invests that money in stocks or a small business. 5 years later, the first person has memories and some gadgets that are outdated. The second has an asset producing income every month. The rich think, how can this dollar create more dollars? While most people think, what can this dollar buy me right now? That single difference changes everything. Here's one of the toughest lessons. Wealthy people know how to wait. They understand the power of delayed gratification. Take Warren Buffett. He was already worth millions, but still drove himself to McDonald's and lived in a modest house. Why? Because he knew every dollar invested today could multiply tomorrow. Meanwhile, most people spend future money today. Credit cards, loans, buy now, pay later schemes, all designed to satisfy instant desires. The rich delay gratification not because they don't want nice things, but because they let their money grow until their assets, not their labor, can pay for those luxuries. This is why you see millionaires who seem to spend freely. They aren't really spending, they're letting their investments cover the cost. Scarcity mindset says, there's never enough. If I spend, I lose. Abundance mindset says, there's always more. If I spend wisely, I gain. Most people cut corners and save pennies while ignoring opportunities. The rich spend differently, they invest in growth. Here's a classic example. Two people each spend $2,000. One buys the latest TV, the other uses it to learn digital marketing or start an online business. 5 years later, one is still watching Netflix, the other is running a side business that makes money daily. The lesson? Scarcity locks you in survival. Abundance focuses on growth. The rich ask, how can this money bring more opportunities back to me? This is where most people struggle. They get emotional about money. A $200 loss feels like the end of the world. A sudden expense feels like failure. The wealthy treat money like numbers in a game. Losses don't make them panic. They analyze, learn, and move forward. They see every mistake as tuition, not tragedy. Think about it. If you lose $500 in a bad trade, you might swear off investing forever. A wealthy investor sees it as a $500 lesson in what not to do, which might save or earn them tens of thousands later. If you want to grow wealth, you have to detach emotionally. See money for what it is, a tool, not a reflection of your worth. If there's one money psychology the rich obsess over, it's compounding. Albert Einstein called compound interest the eighth wonder of the world. He who understands it, earns it. He who doesn't, pays it. The wealthy know that small, consistent actions multiply over time. investing monthly, reading daily, building skills steadily, these snowball into massive results. Meanwhile, the average person wants overnight success. They chase lottery tickets, quick wins, or flashy schemes, but the rich, they're patient. They'd rather earn steadily and compound wealth over decades. That's why the older they get, the richer they become. Here's a bonus. The wealthy don't think in salaries, they think in systems. An average person asks, how much do I earn per hour? The rich ask, how can I build something that earns while I sleep? That could mean a business, rental property, royalties, or online assets. It's why someone making $50,000 from a 9-to-5 struggles, while another person earns the same passively with time freedom. The lesson? Stop trading time for money. Start building systems that pay you even when you're not working. Here's another psychology the rich don't advertise. They value time more than money. Most people waste hours to save a few dollars, driving across town for a discount, doing tasks they could outsource, or spending weeks figuring out something they could learn in a day. The wealthy flip this thinking. They know time is the only resource they can't get back, so they pay to save time. They delegate, automate, and outsource, using money to buy freedom. If you ever want to think like the rich, start asking, is this the best use of my time? Because your time, not your money, is your most valuable asset. The rich understand that money flows through people. While most people chase money directly, the wealthy focus on relationships. They know one good connection can open opportunities worth millions. That's why they invest in networking, mentorships, and being in the right rooms. As the saying goes, your network is your net worth. But here's the twist. The rich don't just network to take, they network to give value. They ask, how can I help this person? And in return, doors open that money alone could never buy. Most people think only about paying this month's bills or next year's vacation. The wealthy think in decades, even generations. They build legacies, they create trusts, foundations, and businesses that outlive them. Their psychology isn't just about making money today, but ensuring wealth continues for their children and grandchildren. This long-term perspective changes how they invest, how they spend, and how they build. So let's recap. The money psychology the rich don't talk about includes money as a tool, not a goal, delayed gratification, abundance over scarcity, emotional detachment from money, compounding mindset, building systems, not just salaries, valuing time over money, focusing on networks over net worth, thinking in legacies, not just paychecks. The difference between the rich and everyone else isn't just income, it's perspective. If you can shift your mindset, your bank account will eventually follow. Now here's the challenge for you. Which of these money psychologies are you going to start applying today? Drop your answer in the comments. I'd love to hear it. And if you found this video valuable, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe for more wealth-building insights, and share this with someone who needs a new money mindset. Remember, wealth starts in the mind before it ever shows up in your wallet.